And take two. Good morning. 7:16 in the morning. It is Labor Day and it's chilly outside. Time to bust out the flannel. 46 degrees here in western Iowa to start the day. And this afternoon, low 70s, just gorgeous across the Midwest, Great Lakes, and other parts of the country. Hot in the west, though, red flag warnings with some wind from Nevada into California, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Utah, U2, and even into the plains. But the hot stuff down in the desert Southwest, including Southern California and into Arizona. Heavy rains today for Texas, and we could see some flash flooding there, or just some flooding. That's why there's a flood watch, and then there's some fog to start the day. Parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas, Tennessee, and northern Alabama. And your weather spotlight. Well, it's September 2nd, and so meteorologically speaking, we are now into the fall season. But we still have to wait a month before your leaves really start to get going as far as peak color goes. But it is getting to be that time of year. All right, let's take a look at the 48-hour rain because this is really the big story today will be the rain in Texas and copious amounts. We're talking 3 inches or more in isolated areas, actually a widespread area there, 2 to 3 inches of rain across parts of Texas, also along the Texas Gulf Coast. Florida also getting in on the action on the Gulf side of the coast, could see 2+ inches for some there as well. And so let's take a look at what's going on right now across the country. Let me put this into motion. This is our infrared satellite, and I can put my pointer on here, so I'm going to show you what's going on. So we have our low way up here in the maritime provinces of Canada, the trailing cold front right along the coast. You can see that with these clouds. This front trails all the way into Texas, where it is stalled out now across the central part of Texas. We have this low coming out of Mexico into Texas, and as this tracks, bringing in some of this moisture, and there's a lot of moisture here in the Gulf, tropical moisture here with the showers and storms here. This low plus the stationary front is really going to be the focus for the heavy rains today. And so that's what we're looking for. We see another little disturbance here for parts of Oregon into Idaho. This is what's causing the wind, red flag warnings here, and there'll be a little bit of rain with this as well. And then you see some cloud cover here for Virginia, North Carolina, into Maryland and Delaware. So again, this disturbance here, this low moving into Texas with that tropical moisture and that stationary front, going to be the focus for a lot of rainfall here. So central Texas, looking for that flood watches today. So watch out for flooding. Turn around, don't drown. All right, today's surface shows that heavy rain, flash flooding possible central Texas with scattered showers and storms around that all the way across the southeast into the mid-Atlantic. Also that low we showed you up there in Oregon, some scattered showers, Oregon, Washington, Idaho. And a little bit of critical fire weather possible for Oregon into Nevada and California with that breeze going and drier air. So watch out there with flames and stuff. South Dakota, Nebraska too. So yeah, otherwise, not bad. You know, that cold front has gone through the central plains and stuff. So you go north of Oklahoma, Arkansas, into the Midwest, Great Lakes. It's just very pleasant today. Surface for tomorrow. A little bit of rain mixed with snow mixing in there in West Virginia. I'm sorry, West Virginia, Wyoming. And then scattered showers across the Intermountain West and northern Rockies. Heavy rain hanging in there for central Texas along that stationary front and low. And with scattered showers across the south for Wednesday. We'll start to see a hint of another front moving into the northern plains with some steady, chilly rain in Montana and North Dakota. Again, our mixture of precipitation, Wyoming, Colorado. The heavy rain in the southeast shifts further to the east, Louisiana, Mississippi, and along the Gulf Coast, including Mobile, Alabama. And let's check out those highs for today because they are gorgeous. Mid 70s, the middle part of Missouri, low 70s, Iowa, into Minnesota and Wisconsin and Michigan and Indiana and even Ohio, mid 70s, just gorgeous. 80 for Lexington, Kentucky. And then you get up into New York State, it's even cooler. But then you get further to the west, that's where we start to see the heat again. Parts of South Dakota even near 90, in the 90s for eastern parts of Montana, and a lot of 90s for the Intermountain West and the Desert Southwest, hot as we showed you earlier. That's why we have those heat advisories out with temperatures well over 100, of course. Lows tomorrow morning, like I said, it's 46 right now. Here in western Iowa will be a little bit warmer tomorrow, upper 40s to near 50 for Iowa. Low 50s up there in Minnesota and North Dakota and South Dakota, and you get the idea. Just widespread 50s here on this map for the Great Lakes and up into New England, even the Rockies too. But we still starting the day in the 70s for a large part of Texas, across the south and into the mid-Atlantic. Even a few 80s to start the day in the desert southwest. Highs tomorrow, a little warmer here where I am, but still in the 70s. Really nice. I think that's near 80 for Omaha. A little warmer for parts of the northern plains as you head further to the west. And then the desert southwest, no relief, still over 100 Tucson, 106 Phoenix. I can't quite make out those numbers, but well over 100 for Lake Havasu. I think that's 109. So yeah, hot there. Even mid 90s for parts of the southeast with some humidity. So summer-like temperatures hanging on even though we're officially into fall. All right, let me switch my map over here and we'll take a look at what's going on with our precipitation because we have a big cool-off coming by next weekend. So the places that are cool this morning are going to be even cooler in a week. So this morning, we're looking at the showers here in the Intermountain West. Nothing going on in Texas just yet, but that's going to, oh, hang on. Let me back up to where it is current time. That's helpful. All right, we're seeing that rain, light rain right now in West Texas and Central Texas. And that's going to be our main area of focus today as we go through time. Again, that stationary front across the state, lots of moisture, and that upper level disturbance moving into the area. So again, lots of rain, West Texas, Central Texas today. And then as we get into tonight, and yeah, that's tonight, that's midnight tonight. No, that's midnight tomorrow night. We see those rains continuing further to the east now, Louisiana getting in on it, some heavy rain there. And then we see our next front coming in on Thursday into Friday. And the rain focusing mainly in the southeast. But finally, that front does see a few showers with it. But this is late Thursday night into early Friday morning. And we can see that high pressure pressing, the cool high pressure pressing southward. Here's the 540 line. So that's usually the demarcation for snow. Too dry for much precipitation up here. But that gives you an idea of the cooler air that is coming for this coming weekend. Showers continue mainly across the southeast. Some showers with this front moving into the Great Lakes and then erupting a little bit stronger in the eastern Great Lakes as we get into the weekend. This would be Saturday morning right here with some stronger showers into Pennsylvania, New York State. Again, ahead of that front, the 540 line dipping into the UP of Michigan, but too dry really to snow. Maybe some light snow showers mixed in with your rain here as we get into the day on Saturday. And that cold front pressing eastward and southward into the Great Lakes. And we'll show you just how cool here in just a second. I just want to take you through the weekend because as we get into Sunday, it's just really quiet across the whole country. Just a few showers down here in Florida and across Kansas and Oklahoma. But the big story is going to be the cool weather in the Great Lakes and the hot weather in the Northwest. So it will be warm in the Northwest. I mean, temperatures 20 degrees above average for parts of Washington and Oregon into Idaho. And then the Great Lakes, you're talking temperatures 10, 15, almost 20 degrees below average. We're looking for highs in that dark blue area in the 60s for Saturday and into Sunday. So 60s for highs. Yep, fall is beginning. And so as we look at our 6 to 10 day temps, that is reflected here. That bullseye across the Midwest and Great Lakes, Ohio Valley for the best chance for below average temperatures, and that will extend into the Midwest and even down into the Southeast below average temperatures. So very comfortable here. And then the hot stuff, the western half of the country. Precipitation wise, it's going to be dry, northern plains, Midwest, and as we showed you on the GFS model, with the rainfall confined mainly to the southeast and up into the mid-Atlantic, and maybe a hint of some above average precipitation along the coast, Northern California, Oregon, and Washington. All right, that's a quick look at your forecast for not only Labor Day, but all the way into next weekend. And so I hope you're enjoying the day, and get out and barbecue or whatever that it is that you're going to do. If you have the day off, enjoy, and we'll talk to you next time on the Weather Mic.